Now, mind you, we're living in a world that is very random. You may go up to one person and this person knows the truth. You can't really tell this person nothing because, they spiritually they're undefeated. They're doing their homework. They care enough to, you know, they care enough to actually, dive deep into that type of stuff. While you have some people that you may stop and there's nothing you can do to get them to believe. Like they're gonna tell you, they're just gonna laugh. Some will just laugh at what you're telling them. And, you see that they laugh and it's just so crazy because it's like, you're laughing at someone who knows the truth. So it's only you that knows that they're truly laughing at themselves. I'm telling you that this happens to me countless of times, bro. Like, we're seeing a bunch of them. These people once laugh at these things and, now it's just so blatant. Now it's just becoming so obvious that, and it's like the majority of the world is so quiet, and it feels like we're waiting for something, and we are. It's pretty obvious that, the world is waiting for the second coming of Christ. And, as I said, the majority of the world is quiet. They're quiet because they once didn't believe in these things. They didn't believe in, the Creator. One thing that I can tell you is, listen, there would never be everyone that would fully believe and turn towards, Christ, turn towards our Creator, going in that direction. Nobody would never, everyone would never really go in that direction. So Jesus brings out the spell that, was casted on humanity since the beginning of time by Satan himself. Satan has the power and the ability to, block these people's minds. So a lot of them may not know it, but when you see them go around denying Christ and, there's nothing you can tell them, it's like, it makes you question why. Like, even some that you can tell have the ability to, change, to, realize what is happening, actually realize that this is the truth. It's like they still don't. They may not know it, but, there's something there, bro. It's like Satan succeeded at taking them over. I'm telling you that, for the people that know the truth, bro, the reason why these people are so happy and confident and, just different is because there's some things that, once you know and you cannot put it to words, bro, all you can just do is live, and it's going to show on your actions. It's going to show on you as a person. This is God honest truth. I'm telling you that alien life is 100% real, and they're finding it out in today's time. It cannot be hidden no longer, bro. It's not. It's not anything to be, afraid of. For the ones that is afraid or think, it's just an uneasy feeling. Yeah, these people are very large. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. The size of these people is something that cannot be fathomed. You can try to think of, a dinosaur. Forget a dinosaur. This is why, you know, this is why the whole thing has to go by so slowly. It can scare people, but you have to understand that, it is of Jesus Christ, in case you guys had any doubt. Don't listen to the people that's calling it deception, because that's where things are going to become confusing. It's already confusing as it is. It's a spiritual warfare that's happening. Christ won't give up. I'm telling you this, bro.